Oops, good morning. This is Judge Alyssa Perez resuming the criminal docket for the 210th District Court from May 12th, 2022. All matters being heard today are being heard in accordance with all emergency orders and directives regarding COVID-19. In addition to that, we're streaming all matters live via YouTube for public viewing. Mr. Marufo, will you call our next case, please?
In cause number 2022 0D00751, State of Texas versus Roman Ricardo Rodriguez. Announcement of counsel, please.
Roa King for the state of Texas.
Mirna Pages for Mr. Roman Rodriguez, Your Honor.
And Mr. Roman is here, Judge.
Okay, can you bring him in, please?
Judge, and Mr. Rodriguez told us that he had retained Mr. Jonathan Huerta to represent.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I think I'm looking to see. I have another meeting with another lawyer tomorrow. He's out of town right now, but I'm gonna decide either by tomorrow. I'll have to decide if I hire Johnny Huerta or if I'm gonna go with somebody else to represent me.
Understood. And so for purposes of the record, Mr. Roman Rodriguez is appearing remotely as well. We are scheduled today for an arraignment and review hearing. This is a DWI third allegation. Mr. Rodriguez, so you know, obviously you've been appointed the public defender's office, but you're free to hire whoever you would like. For purposes of today's hearing, Ms. Pages from the public defender's office is representing you. And so I don't know if we have arraignment paperwork in or not, Ms. Pages. I'm not going to really hold you to that if we're looking at transitioning away, but I am going to go forward on the review hearing. So you know, Mr. Rodriguez, the court, this is kind of a standard preliminary hearing on my DWI cases to review. Do you have an alcohol monitor right now?
Yes, I have it in my vehicle.
In your vehicle, okay. Ms. King, can you tell me a little bit about, is this a true third or is it more than a third?
Your Honor, I believe this was a true third. He does have a, he does actually have some criminal history. Let's see, it was a blood, and it was 0.185. Let's see.
Looks like he's on a 10,000, so 15,000 split bond, 10,000 cash surety, 5,000 PR. Let's see, I do not have a negative report from PR bond. So Mr. Rodriguez, in terms of your bond, the conditions that are attached to the PR bond is that you may not operate a motor vehicle without the monitor,
Yes.
valid insurance, and valid driver's license. So I know, Ms. Pages, many of the providers are having a lot of difficulty right now. So if he has a monitor, I'm not going to change him. Mr. Rodriguez, so you know, normally I would change your monitor out to a portable unit, but because the providers are having so much trouble with like shortages and getting them to the clients, I'm not going to change you out. I also am not going to change the condition of the driving because, so you also know, I don't allow my DWI third defendants to drive, okay? So I'm not making any changes to your bond conditions right now. If at any point, I can assure you, if at any point I find out that you're not compliant with that monitor or you were in violation of some other condition, I will consider changing those, okay? Don't think this is personal to you. It's what I do when I review a lot of my DWI thirds, okay? For now,
Yes,
I'll tell you this, remain in compliance, continue to report not only with PR bond, but with the court.
Yes.
If you end up hiring someone else, whether it's Mr. Huerta or somebody else, or if you don't change, but if you change, they need to file an entry of appearance. Until I see that, then the public defender's office will continue to represent you, okay?
Okay. Yeah, but by tomorrow I'll have somebody.
No worries, no worries.
Okay.
Once you hire somebody, they'll know that they have to file an entry in your case. Ms. Pages,
Yes,
did you have anything else for the court?
With respect to Mr. Rodriguez, no, Judge, I do not.
Okay, alrighty. Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. You're excused.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Next.
In cause number 2020 0D04130, State of Texas versus Victor Ramon Romero. Announcement of counsel, please.
Roa King for the state of Texas.
And Mirna Pages for Mr. Victor Romero, Your Honor.
Okay, we're set. Is he's not here, is he? Or is he here?
No,
He's in-
Judge, he's in jail.
Oh, he's in custody, sorry. Okay, a motion to withdraw, I see. Okay, what's going on, Miss Pages?
Judge, so I did file a motion to withdraw after meeting with Mr. Romero in person. I realized he looked familiar. I was a prosecutor years ago on his cases. I did talk to him about the motion to withdraw, and he was in agreement.
Okay, did he sign off on your order? And there's nobody else, you can't be, somebody else can't handle it? Or is your, does that?
I don't know about that, Judge.
Okay. Well, did he sign off on the motion to withdraw the order?
He did not, Judge. When I spoke with him, I just went ahead and I filed it. He did consent. I also filed it for his misdemeanor. But if you need that signature, I can get that.
I think I'm okay with it, actually. Let's, I would prefer to have this at the jail setting. Myrna Hernandez, can you get me the next 5 attorneys also on the list for Mr. Victor Romero, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead and grant, since you've already talked to him, I'll go ahead and grant the motion to withdraw and we'll get him an appointed attorney, okay? Okay, thank you, Missy Bobbin.
Okay, so thank you, Judge. And I think that's my last one.
Alrighty, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day, everybody.
You too.
On page 2, Judge, Morales has a status conference.
Okay. Do you have anything that needs to go on the record, Mr. Morales?
No, Judge.
Okay. Is anybody else? I've seen Miss Islas here. Miss Islas, who are you here on? And who else do we have that needs to go on the record?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on Marisa Martinez. It's an admonishment.
Okay, so we need to bring Miss Martinez in.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, we also have Ebony Martinez.
So we need to bring them both in, Ebony and Maricela Martinez. I saw them here. Already. Miss Maricela Martinez, I need you to unmute and start your video.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead, Mr. Marufo.
In cause number 2021-0D0-1968, State of Texas versus Maricela Martinez. Announcement of council, please.
Roa King for the state of Texas.
Good morning, adult probation, Sonia Islas.
And ma'am, would you state your name for the record, please?
Marisa Martinez.
All right, we are scheduled today for an admonishment. Ms. Islas, what's going on?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning. Ms. Martinez was initially placed on probation back in November 2021. She did not report December 2021. We regained supervision and conducted her orientation January 19, 2022. She again did not report for February or March of 2022. And I did speak to her on April the 12th of 2022. And she did inform me that she had left to California. She did not have authorization to leave the state of Texas. She moved to California to be with her mother. She is requesting a transfer to California. However, I did inform her that she needed to be in substantial compliance to be able to do that. At that point in time, she wasn't a candidate to transfer. And so I instructed her to come back to El Paso, Texas, which she did. And now she's here and I requested that admonishment hearing for her. I did speak to her on May the 5th and asked her to go take a UA. Up to now, she has not. She did inform me that when she arrived here to El Paso, she did use marijuana. And so this is where we're at right now, Your Honor. She has a child, 3 years old. The child is with the father here in El Paso, and she has given power of attorney to the father and the parents over her son.
Right, so it doesn't sound like you want to do probation, Ms. Martinez.
No, it's not probation. That's the problem. I've done probation before and I've completed it successfully. It's just everything that accumulated before that. The reasoning as to why I left El Paso and went with my mother.
Yeah, but you weren't compliant before. And you're, you know, you want to, I don't know, smoke marijuana. I don't know what you want to do, but it doesn't sound like you want to follow rules.
No,
So-
it's I have no problem following the rules, Mom. I know it sounds like bad for the most part, but it doesn't sound as what it seems. Like I didn't have a probation officer in the beginning. She had she resigned, I guess. Didn't work at the Vinton department anymore. I don't remember her name fully, but and then I got sick. I basically don't have anywhere to stay here is the problem. I don't have anywhere to live here. So I was basically homeless the week before I decided to leave. I didn't leave because I wanted to. I knew I couldn't leave, but I don't have family here. And my only family is in California. I was born there. I was born and raised there actually. And my mom is like the only person I have right now, really. So
hold on, Ms. Martinez, what is probation recommending?
At this time, we're recommending a TAP assessment, Your Honor, follow any clinical recommendation, monthly UAs, and of course, no transfer allowed until client completes the assessment, treatment, and is back in compliance. And if the court grants it.
Your Honor, if I may, I have pulled up the rap history. There is actually a offense date out of California of June 11, 2017 for disorderly conduct and intoxication of alcohol. I don't see a disposition for that case.
We don't have any new, has anybody run a current rap? I mean, 2017 would predate any of this. So we didn't pick up any new offenses somewhere else, did we?
Your Honor, this is as of August 2021. I don't have a rap that's more recent than that date.
Mr. Marufo, can you quickly run a PSR? I don't know how fast. Does it take a minute?
It's already under, Judge.
It is?
I ran her this morning, Judge.
Oh, that's right. I looked at her. She did. I saw the California. That's right. I already looked at this. Okay. No, so there's no new arrests. What can where are you living, Miss Martinez?
Well, okay, so I had enough money. I got a job in California, so I had just enough money to pay for a hotel for a week. And Miss Islas informed me that it would have taken 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks tops to get this court date. So I kind of asked a couple of friends if I could couch sleep with them. So I've been at 2 different places. Right now, I'm currently living by the outlets off of Ray with my friend. It's been about 3 days, but I'm planning on leaving tomorrow to go with another friend, and this is just gonna happen.
Miss Islas, I'm gonna give her 30 days. 30 days before to see if, number one, I don't know if we need the TAP assessment. I think we're sure, testing, things like that. I don't know to what extent probation can assist with some type of housing situation. I'm not really sure what resources are there. But the point of it is this, Ms. Martinez, I'm not sure why you left. I have
nowhere to stay here. I have nowhere to stay here.
Listen to me. I don't have a problem if ultimately you need to be transferred to California, but you haven't shown that you can comply with conditions. I understand what you're telling me, that there are reasons, life difficulties, issues, whatever that is. But before I can just say, oh yeah, go ahead and take off to California, you need to be compliant. And so I'm asking probation to assist you, whether it has to do with your housing, but then you have to do your part. That means you got to go to the evaluations. You got to be tested when they say that they want
Yeah,
you.
also my problem is I don't have any sort of transportation or anything like that.
You're
or
not
money.
going, you don't have permission to go anywhere. So you got to comply with your probation. That's plain and simple. So I'm going to give you 30 days. If you show compliance, I know Ms. Lislas is very reasonable. Probation will work with you. But you haven't done your part thus far. So I'm gonna give her 30 days to get on track, Ms. Islas. We're gonna come back in 30 days on a hearing just like this.
Ma'am, but I don't have anywhere to stay here. I don't have
Well-
anywhere to live here. This is my last day here.
Well,
and
before you went non-compliant, you needed to communicate that to probation that you needed to transfer, and we could have gone through the process. I'm sorry, Ms. Martinez, but this is an agreement you made with the court when you pled back in, what was it, July? No, I'm sorry, November. Simple as that. You agreed to this. I didn't ask you to plea. Nobody forced you to do it. You made that agreement. And so I'm asking probation to help with any resources that you can. Direct her to any resources, but we're coming back in 30 days. And I'm telling you this, Ms. Martinez, you run on me again, there's no more discussion. It's a straight time revocation and that's it.
what is a time revocation?
That means I pull your probation. She's on deferred or straight?
5 years straight, Your Honor.
5 years straight?
Yes, ma'am.
And her history is, she's got a little bit of history, right?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe it was 2 years state jail probated for 5 years. And the other count was dismissed.
Mhm.
She has an aggravated assault that was to a lesser, that was a conviction.
Mhm.
There's theft of property conviction.
So she fled to the state jail. Dismissed 1, 2 years. Probated for 5 years. All right. We're coming back in 30 days. That is going to be on June 16th at 10 a.m. Ms. Islas, you'll let me know if there are any issues.
Yes, ma'am.
Also, if there are any requests or if there's anything that the court can assist with, please let me know.
Yes, I'll work with
Martinez, get in touch with Ms. Islas. All right.
May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Go to Ebony Martinez.
In cause number 2020-0D00795, State of Texas versus Ebony Martinez. Announcement of council, please.
Roa King for the state of Texas.
Ms. Martinez, I need you to unmute. Who's here for Ms. Martinez? Is it you, Carla?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you give me a report? We have an outstanding warrant for Ms. Martinez?
Yes, Your Honor. So Ms. Martinez failed to report last year, May 2021, June 2021, July 2021. A violation notice was submitted and a motion to adjudicate was filed on August 17, 2021. The KPS remains active. However, probation department was able to regain supervision August 2021. She's been reporting. The only thing she's lacking is obviously community service. And I'm sorry, there is also outstanding restitution amount of $816. So I believe the officer had submitted an email, Judge, just to let you know the situation with the active KPS.
With the what?
The active KPS, because it's from the motion that was filed back in August. But she has been reporting since August 2021 to present.
All right. And so the recommendation is just to forego and allow her to continue on probation, or what is it?
Yes, Your Honor, to continue on supervision.
Mhm.
Judge, she does have barely 15 months left on probation.
Mhm.
Her expiration date is August 17, 2023. But she does have the $816 of restitution.
Okay. Tell me, Ms. Martinez, why did we lose track of you?
That was because when I got out, I was staying here with my mom, and I got kicked out, so I went with my tia, and then I was staying there, and I got in an argument with her, so I went with my grandma, and I was just moving a lot of places, and I never called, and once I got with my grandma and was out staying with her, well, yeah, I called.
Does she have any criminal history?
She does, Your Honor. So she has just a juvenile assault, causes bodily injury, pled true to that one. There's theft of property less than $750 back in 2019, that was dismissed. There's interfering with emergency 2020, that was dismissed. Assault causes bodily injury, again, that was dismissed.
Okay.
Criminal mischief. That's it. And I did run a updated wrap on April 21st, and there is nothing that she has.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to recall I'm gonna go ahead and recall the warrant, but I want the motion to remain pending. I'm gonna come back in 3 months for an updated report. So a probation status hearing reset in 3 months. And if she remains compliant, then I will go ahead and request that the motion be dismissed. Okay, Ms. Martinez, you continue on probation. I'm going to recall the warrant at this time, but I'm gonna check back in with you in 3 months. If I get anything negative from probation about your compliance, then we're gonna go forward on that motion to adjudicate. So that means just continue doing everything that you need to do. And we'll come back in 3 months. Thank you, Ms. Martinez. Thank you, Carla.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Martinez, are you talking? If so, you need to unmute.
And for the 3 months, my PO will let me know when to come, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right.